Hi everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to look at Unit 1.3. This is dividing integers, and you can find this on page 77. Go ahead and put today's date up there at the top for me, please. And let's take a look. So last time we looked at multiplying integers, and today we're going to look at dividing integers. And it's going to be the same rules, so it's actually going to be pretty easy today overall. So here's our two objectives for today. The first thing we're going to do is obviously divide integers. And the second thing we're going to do is find the mean or average of a set of data. Find the mean or average of a set of data. All right. So again, we're going to divide integers, and we're going to find the mean or the average of a set of data. So as you can see from the rule is multiply and divide. It's an easy thought. Same signs are positive, different signs are not. All right, and again, the song goes to row, row, row your boat. It's the same exact one that we just had on the previous lesson. So this should be pretty easy for you overall. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. All right, it says to find each quotient. Remember that a quotient is just the answer to a division problem, and we're going to work it out the same way. The first step is always going to be to get the number first and then figure out what the sign is. So let's get the number first. So we have negative 35 divided by 7. So 35 divided by 7 would give us 5. And then we need to figure out the sign. So again, it's same signs are positive, different signs are not, meaning not positive or negative in this case. So in this case, it'll be negative 5. Okay, let's take a look at letter B. So we have 64 divided by negative 8. 64 divided by 8 would give us 8. There's one negative, so it's going to be negative. Okay, go ahead and pause it, and let's try 1AB. Got it question by ourselves. And let's take a look. So we have negative 63 divided by 7. 63 divided by 7 gives us 9. There's one negative, so it's negative 9. 1b, we have 110 divided by negative 10, so that's going to give us 11. And since we have one negative, the answer is negative. All right. Let's take a look at example 2. Here we're going to find each quotient. It says 48 divided by 12, so that's simply 4. Everything's all positive, so nothing to worry about there. Letter B, we have negative 56 divided by negative 8. 56 divided by 8 would give us 7. We have a double negative, so that keeps it positive. For 2A and 2B, go ahead and pause it and try those by yourself and come back to me as soon as you're ready. And let's take a look. So we have negative 35 divided by negative 5. 35 divided by 5 would give us 7. And then we have a double negative, so that's positive 7. For 2b, we have 39 divided by 3, and that's just simply 13. And everything's all positive there, so nothing to worry about on that one. All right, let's go ahead and turn the page. This time we're going to be evaluating, so we're going to be plugging stuff in. So we have 12 y, 12 times y. Remember, a number next to a letter means multiply, so it's going to be times negative 3 in this case, and then we're going to divide by x, which is negative 6. All right. Remember, you have to follow PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, and divide, add, and subtract. And when we multiply and divide, you go from left to right. So when you see multiplication first, you're going to do the multiplication first. If you see the division first, then you do the division first. So in this case, we see multiplication first, so we are going to do that. So we'll do 12 times a negative 3. That's going to give us negative 36. And then we're going to divide by negative 6. So I have 36 divided by 6, which is 6. We have a double negative, so it's just 6. Letter B, negative 5x over y. So I have negative 5 times negative 6 over negative 3. So division is like a grouping, okay, at least the top part is and the bottom part. So we actually need to do negative 5 times 6, negative 6 first. Okay, so negative 5 times negative 6, that would give us 30. And then over negative 3, okay? Now, yes, this is actually a fraction, but fractions are division, okay? So if you ever look at the division sign, you see a line with two dots, one above and one below. That just means a fraction. The dot just represents the numbers that go in there. Okay, so this means 30 divided by negative 3. So we have 30 divided by negative 3, which will give us negative 10. All right, go ahead and pause it. Let's try 3A, 3B on the got it question by ourselves. And when you're ready, come back to me. And let's take a look. So we have 2y. So 2 times negative 3 divided by, and then our x was negative 6. So I have negative 6 divided by negative 6, which is positive 1. We have 3x divided by negative y. So this one might have thrown you for a loop. So let me get started here, and then maybe that'll help you. So it'll be 3 times negative 6 divided by, now it's negative, but it's already negative. So what we have to do is we need a negative, negative. Okay? You're making the negative, negative. So think about that for a minute. Pause it if you need to. And let's finish it up. So we have 3 times a negative 6. We know that that's negative 18. That part was easy. And then divided by. But then we have a negative, negative. So when you take the negative of a negative, and taking negative something is just like taking the opposite, right? So it's actually positive. There's actually a little 1 that's actually there that we don't put there. But it's actually negative 1 times negative 3, which makes it positive 3. All right? Or think about your two sticks going together, as I like to think of it. All right, then finish it up. So we have negative 18 divided by 3, which is going to give us negative 6. All right, let's take a look at this one. The second part of the objectives is to find the mean or the average. Division is used in statistics to find the average or mean of a set of data. To find the mean of a set of numbers, find the sum of the numbers and then divide by the number of items in the set. Okay, so remember, to find the mean or the average, you add up all the numbers and you divide by how many of the numbers there are. Okay, let's take a look at example 4. The wind chill temperatures in degrees Fahrenheit for 7 days are shown below. Find the mean and interpret the quotient. So we have negative 6, negative 5, 2, negative 10, 1, negative 9, and 6. All right, so I kind of got it set up for you already. I know we haven't actually worked on adding and subtracting yet with negatives, but I'm going to show you kind of the easy way for this one right now. All right, so what I like to do is whenever I have one like this is I like to group all the negatives together. So I'm actually going to circle those. So we're going to group negative 6, negative 5, negative 10, and negative 9. All right, we're adding all those together. So just add exactly the way it says. So 6 and 5 would be 11. 11 and 10 would be 21. 21 and 9 would be 30. And since they're negatives, it's actually going to be negative 30. All right. Now we're going to group the positives. So we have positive 2, positive 1, and positive 6. All right, so we have 2 plus 1, which would be 3, 3 plus 6, which would be 9. And then again, all that is over 7 because we're doing with 7 days. All right, Let's do a little quick number line here. So if I'm at negative 30 here, and there's negative 20. All right, so if I'm at negative 30 and I need to add 9, adding means to go towards the right, so we need to move 9 spaces. So it'll be 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. All right, so what I actually end up with is negative 21 over 7. Okay, then from here, it's what we've already learned. So negative 21 divided by 7 will give us negative 3. All right. Go ahead and finish up if you need to. And pause it whenever you're ready and work out the guided questions for 4A, 4B, and come back to me as soon as you're ready. And let's take a look. So we have Linda has scores of negative 3, negative 2, 1, and 0 during 4 rounds of golf. Find the mean and interpret the quotient, 4B. Actually, no, let's not do 4B yet. Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so let's do those. So let's write this out. So we'll have negative 3 plus negative 2 plus 1 plus 0 all over 4. Okay, so let's group the negatives together. So we have negative 3 plus negative 2. That's going to give me negative 5 plus, and then I have 1 plus 0, which is 1. And then we have 4. All right, so again, if I have a number line, okay, if I'm at negative 5 on the number line, I need to add 1, so I just jump over 1 spot. That's going to make it negative 4. So I get negative 4 over 4, which is going to give me negative 1. All right. Now we're supposed to interpret the quotient. Oh, it looks like I forgot to do that up at the top, so let me jump back here. So this meant negative 3 degrees Fahrenheit. There we go, sorry. And then this one would be a score of negative 1, I guess. All right, let's take a look at 4B. It says the last 4 transactions Jessie posted in her checkbook were negative 35, 23, negative 156, and $60. So find the mean and interpret the quotient. Let me scoot down just a little bit here. Got more room down there. Okay, so we have negative 35 plus 23 plus negative 156 plus 60. And then there were 4 transactions, so it goes over 4. All right, so let's group our negatives together. So I have negative 35, negative 156. So altogether, that should make a negative 191. Plus, and then I have 23 and 60, so that's going to make it 83. And then all that goes over 4. All right, so this one would be a little bit more complicated to show on the number line, but since we're adding, that means we're going backwards, so we actually just need to subtract. So we're going to do 191 minus 83. Borrow there, so that's going to be 11 minus 3, which will give us 8. 8 minus 8, which is 0, and then 1, so we get 108, and it's going to be negative 108. So we'll end up with negative 108 over 4. Okay, let's go ahead and divide that out. So we'll have 108 inside the house, 4 on the outside. That's going to go in 2 times, which is 8. That gives us 2 left over. 28, and that makes 7. So I end up with negative 27, and we got to interpret it, so it's negative $27. There we go. All right. That's it for this lesson. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.